Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will show you what I believe are all the upcoming trading post rewards for the month of October, November, December. So this is based on all the information that we have from all the items that have been data mined for patch 11.2 and patch 11.2.5. And also it's based on a little bit all the different holiday events that are happening during these different months and the different rewards that are obviously linked to some of these different events. I've done that already twice in the past and each time I've been right, so normally if it's the same I should still be right with the upcoming month. But of course remember that these are only assumptions, so maybe I will be wrong with a few of these different items, so just keep that in mind. So here I just want to start by pointing out to some of the different holiday events that will be happening during this different month. First, during October, we will have the Harvest Festival and we will also have the Addo's End events. So both of them will happen in October. Then in November, we will have the Day of the Dead event and we'll also have the Pilgrim's Bounty event. We will also have the WoW's 21st anniversary event, but I don't think it will really impact a lot the trading post overall. And then in December, we have, of course, the Feast of the Winter Veil, which is the winter holiday event. I'm also making this video because I think it's always important for you to know what's coming next before you spend your limited tenders. And so hopefully when you will see all the upcoming rewards for the next few months, you will better choose if you want to spend some of your tenders on the current rewards that are available or on the ones that will become available next. Okay, so let's start with the month of October. And here I'm 99% sure that one of the things we will get are all these new food cosmetic weapons and items, simply because there is the Harvest Festival and it makes sense that these new cosmetics will be added around this event as well. So as you can see here, we have a bunch of interesting weapons. First, we have the Baguette Dagger, which I think looks really fun. Then we also have the Ribs Axe. Again, I think this is perfect if you are into role-playing or if you also just want to have a badass transmog set. Then we have the Pot Lid Shield and Back, so something you will be able to use both as a shield and as a back piece. We then have the Chili Pepper, Mace, and Offhand. So again, these ones will become available both as an offhand and as a one-handed mace. We then have the same for the carrots, as you can see here. And these ones, I think they're really cool as well. Then we have the Stew Offhand. So quite a lot of offhands that you will be able to get, which I think makes sense because again, it's mainly for transmog purposes. Then we have the Corn, Mace, and Offhand again. So here, as you can see, you have all these different corns right here. And I really like the details on these different weapons. Then we have also some other type of appearances. So for instance, we have the Food Fanatic Shield and Backpack. Again, something that you will be able to use as both. And I think these ones look really cool as well. Especially I love the gold version. Then we have the Fork and Spoon Polearms. So here again, I think these look super cool. And as you can see, these match some of the Earthen team sets and also some of these other sets that we got through the trading post. So I think that's pretty cool overall. So you have the spoons and also the forks. And then we have a few cosmetic items, so not weapons this time. So first we have the chef's apron. As you can see, this is this little apron right here, which I think again is a pretty cool addition. Even though it's 3D printed, so I would have preferred that there's actually some details on it, but at least this is a fun item. And then we have all these different villagers transmogs. So you have this version right here with the different color variants. And then you have this other version, which is definitely meant normally to be worn by female characters. But that's the ones that we will be able to get. And just to show you quickly, this is the size of some of these new weapons. So for instance, the dagger will look like that. Then for the spoon, it will be this size right here. So it's not too big. The fork is a little bit bigger. And I do love the fork. I think this is my favorite one out of all of them. I think it works really well as a weapon. The corn is actually super big. And remember, this is a one-handed mace. So this is actually a very big weapon. And then the rib, which is a one-handed axe, will look like that. So again, these ones are actually pretty big, especially compared, for instance, to some of the different two-handed polearms. Now, during the month of October, obviously, we're also gonna get all the new headless horseman's transmogs and mounts, because this is directly linked to the Hallow's End event. So first, we have these different mounts right here. But of course, we're not gonna get all 4 versions of them, because each time Blizzard only release maximum 2 of them. The one we know for sure that we will be able to get is this one, so the white version, because it already has some tenders tied to it. The other ones don't have anything yet, but I'm pretty sure we will also be able to get this one, or this one might also become available directly from the Headless Horseman's boss, which is available during the event. When it comes to the transmog sets, again, these are really cool. And here there is the 4 different tints that are also available. But again, the only one that we know for sure we will be able to get through the training post is this one right here, which I think looks really cool as well. And then I'm hoping that we will also be able to get the green version, which is the original version, either through the Hallow's End event directly or also through the training post. And personally, I could see, for instance, this one as well as the mount and the weapons being part of the monthly reward for the month of October. I think it would make a lot of sense and players would be really happy with that. And probably it would be multiple rewards that goes up to 1,400 points, similar to the ones we got a few months ago. And then we also have these different weapons right here. So we have the shield, which I think looks incredible as well. I really love the details on this one. And then we also have this sword right here, which will be available as a one-handed sword and also as a two-handed sword. Again, I think these are really awesome models. Now for the month of November, we have another category of items where here I'm not 100% sure whether they will be available in November or actually already in October. So these are the different Legion transmogs. Here, each of them will come with this ensemble, which is really cool. And these different ensembles, as you can see, match the different motorcycle mounts that we recently got. So as you can see, you really have the exact same things and the exact same colors. So basically you have the set and then you also have the different weapons. So you have each time a dagger, a staff, a sword, and also a held in offhand item. Then with that, you also have the different Pale Elec mounts. So as you can see, you have the green version right here, the red version, the blue version, and also the purple version. Again, they are matching all the different sets that you will be able to get. And we also have these different pets right here. So one thing that is very interesting to note is that these are definitely linked to Legion Remix. One of the proof is the fact that through one of the different achievements, you will be able to get the green version of the pet, and also you will be able to get the green version of these different weapons right here. And we also know that these will be available through the training post because some of them are already with some tenders on WoW. So my guess is that we will be able to get through the training post the blue and also the purple version, simply because the blue set has some tenders tied to it. And then we also have the purple weapons. And also it's because when you look at the pets, the green one is already available through Legion Remix. The red one is also currently available when you're buying things on the gear store. And so it leaves the blue one and also the purple one. And so I think these two pets will become available also through the training post in November. And it would mean that for the different Elecs, we would be able to get the green version and also the purple version through the training post. Though the only thing I'm not entirely sure is how will they then add the green ensemble and also the green Elec. Because again, the weapons are part of Legion Remix and will be available through the game, but that's pretty much it. There is no information about this one right here. Now, the reason why I think these might actually be also tied to the month of October is, first of all, the fact that these different items are tied to patch 11.2, and patch 11.2 is normally ending on the 7th of October when patch 11.2.5 and Legion Remix will be released. And so if Blizzard wants to really try and have their schedule right, it means that they would need to release these early in October before the release of patch 11.2.5. And also, it's simply the fact that these are definitely linked to Legion Remix. And if maybe Blizzard wants to add even more, they might add these ones as well for the month of October in order to have a lot of people interested into the game and coming back for the release of Legion Remix. And it would also match the fact that we already have the green weapons in the game and that we would also be able to get the matching ensemble and the matching mounts with the trading post. But again, I do think that there is a higher chance that these will be linked to the month of November simply because for the month of October, we already have quite a lot of different unique rewards. And usually Blizzard doesn't really add two sets of unique rewards like that during the same month. And so for that reason, I really think these will be tied to November and not October. Another thing that I think will happen with these different transmogs is the fact that Blizzard will probably add the blue version of the Fell Cycle mounts, because as you can see right now we have the Void version, we have the Fell version, and the Hellforge version, and none of them came from the trading post. And so my guess is that for the month of November, the monthly reward will be the blue version of this mount, which would probably be something that would really, let's say, make a lot of people happy. And also it would be a good way to have the matching Death Cycle or like Fell Cycle mount to the blue version of this set. But again, these are only speculations. Also, the blue version of the mount has never been data mined before, so that might not be the case at all, but I just think it would make a lot of sense. But who knows, maybe also we will be able to get it through the WoW 21st anniversary because it's happening during the same month. Now, for the month of November, as there is the Pilgrim event, I think we will also be able to get these new turkey mounts. Especially here, we have this one, the Islands Gobbler, and also the Prize Turkey that have been data mined with some tenders. So as you can see, these are these mounts right here, which are actually really, really cool. And I don't really think Blizzard can release them at any other point because again, there is the Pilgrim Holiday event. And so I think it would just make sense to have these as part of some of the rewards for that month. And it would just add to the existing theme of Legion and everything. And it would be something a little bit different. So I think it would actually work pretty well in November. So if that's the case, it would mean that we would be able to get these two mounts right here, which are really cool. And then for the two other ones, it will probably be some other promotions that will happen later on. So then when it comes to the month of December here, I'm pretty sure we're going to have all these different festive and winter transmogs, pets, and mounts. So the first category are these new winter transmog sets, which I think look really cool. So you have 4 different tints, and for each of them, you will have 2 different types of shoulders. So as you can see, it looks pretty cool. So you have the green version, which is my least favorite. Then you have the purple version, which is probably my favorite one, with also the blue one. So as you can see, this is the blue version right here. And I think especially with these shoulders, it looks really, really cool. And then you also have the fiery one or red one. So most likely here, we will be able to get the blue version from the trading post because this is the only one so far that has been data mined with some tenders. But who knows, we might also be able to get some other ones, at least maybe one other color. So then here, as you can see, next to the different transmog sets, we also have the different weapons. So again, here, these are super, super cool and really unique. So we have first these 2-handed mace, which I think looks really incredible. Again, you have the frost, fire, the purple, and then also the green version. Then we have these different warglaives right here. Again, really cool, very bright, and the colors overall are really nice on these different weapons. And then we also have this dagger that looks a little bit like a weapon from Jaina. So again, you have the different colors. And after that, you also have the wand. So these are the different weapons you will be able to get with these different sets right here. So personally, I'm a big fan of these different items. And some of them are actually pretty big. So for instance, here, as you can see, we have the two-handed axe, and this is what it will look like when you have it on a human. So this is a pretty decent size for these different weapons. Then next to that, we also have the different pets. So here we have tons of these new seal pets, which I think are very cute and very nice. Especially some of them have little armors and little things with them. So overall, I think these are really cute and really cool. And these will definitely come from the training posts. Then we also have these different winter hats. So here this is unique cosmetics, and you have a lot of them. As you can see, you're going to be able to choose from all these different colors. So if you like winter and if you like this type of transmogs, you're going to be very happy with all of these. And then next to that, we also have, of course, the different mounts that will come with the month of December. And these are the different moose mounts right here. So again, normally only this one right now has some tenders tied to it, but we're probably going to be able to get at least one other version of these mounts. But yes, these are honestly really, really nice. And again, you have a few different colors available for these different moose, as you can see, including the black one, which I think looks really cool, and also the white one right here. So these are definitely the different items that I think we will be able to get in December. And then there's also a few other transmogs and items, as you can see right here, but nothing too interesting or too crazy. Just a few additional unique weapons that will become available as well at some point. The last thing that I want to mention is that also, as part of all the different items that have been data mined for patch 11.2.5, we have 4 returning shop transmogs. So first we have the Dreadlord's Shadowsbane Regalia. So this is this one right here. We also have this other one, the Celestial Observer. We then have the Spike Darter's Wings, which was the first ever, I think, transmog set that was available on the shop. And finally, we also have the Fire Plume Regalia. So these ones, it's a little bit hard to tell whether they will be added through the training post or through the WoW 21st anniversary. But my guess is that probably we will be able to get some of them during the few months of October, November, and December. And that's why Blizzard re-added them as new items in patch 11.2.5. So again, here it's hard to tell exactly when these will become available, but most likely you will be able to get them for free with your tenders or through the WoW 21st anniversary. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you agree or not with my list. And again, I really hope it will help you to better a little bit make some choices for the coming month in order to spend your tenders as efficiently as possible. I will be back very soon with more guys and more videos, and in the meantime, I wish you all a great day. Bye!